It is a difficult day. I'm shooting this commentary on the day after the worst mass shooting in American history and the second worst terrorist attack. It happened at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida. It is difficult today to think about anything but the families of the 49 people killed and the 53 people wounded by another sick mind pledging allegiance to evil. On this day, investigators are trying to piece together the jigsaw puzzle of accomplices, past history, and psychological profile of Omar Mateen. Right now, they don't know too much. Still, in this 24/7 news world, we think we know everything, only to find out that everything was wrong and needs to be amended and corrected later. That doesn't stop politicians full of ego and short on compassion from spouting off with little information and even less tact. For instance, Donald Trump sends out a congratulatory tweet to himself while they are still identifying bodies. And President Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Bernie Sanders, in mass Democratic Party reflux, use the body count to push for more gun control in a chorus of political opportunity.
I believe weapons of war have no place on our streets.
This massacre is therefore a further reminder of how easy it is for someone to get their hands on a weapon that lets them shoot people in a school, or in a house of worship, or a movie theater, or in a nightclub.
I believe that in this country we should not be selling automatic weapons which are designed to kill people.
Republicans were just as bad, criticizing the president for not using the words radical Islamic terror and not retaliating with ignorant immediacy.
Bad things are happening, Bill, and we have a president that looks like he's falling asleep when he talks about the subject.
We're constantly in retreat and somehow apologizing, and we keep hearing how we have to, we can't be offending anyone. We have to go all out.
And all that happened within hours of the mass shooting. Blood still stained the floor of the Pulse nightclub. Family members gathered outside, hoping the next body bag to be brought out didn't contain their loved one. This was not the day for politics, agenda, or blame. Today was clearly a day to grieve as a nation. You have to question the hearts of those who were not able to feel that. And that's why I want to single out Florida Governor Rick Scott for being a leader in compassion on a day that called for nothing more. This morning, he was pressed by Fox News host Brian Kilmeade live on the scene to blame the FBI, to criticize the president, to call for vengeful retaliation. Scott quietly reminded Kilmeade that this was not the day for that. He was still comforting neighbors who were in agony. Kilmeade pressed, and Rick Scott told him that he had been making phone calls that morning to family members who lost loved ones. He would be making those phone calls all day. The unadulterated pain that he felt over the phone line offers some deep perspective. Perspective he tried to share with us all. Perspective we shouldn't need to be taught. It should flow naturally from the human connection we have when we see these pictures. But we have become desensitized to this, like it only happens on TV in some macabre reality show that we watch with fleeting empathy. No, the days of politics, blame, and vengeance, they're for the days ahead, not today. But I was pleasantly surprised and grateful that it was a politician who did what most of our elected officials failed to do: lead by example. I'm Larry Mendte. See you again next week.